with the way the virus is coming under control at the moment in Ireland, can you see a situation for bringing in tests on orange and red, at pre-departure testing, PCR testing as distinct from antigen testing, that people will be able to return home for Christmas by flight from the diaspora, which is a traditional, huge aspect, important aspect of what it is to be Irish, to return home at Christmas time.
So our approach to it will be twofold. I mean, we're giving consideration to all of these kinds of issues at the moment, as we've mentioned.
I'm not expecting this now, and we're in the context of the 8th of November approaching.
Yeah.
Just give us your view in terms of if tests were pre-departure tests for orange and red, and you might go through them both, and furthermore on the red section where people would have to do a pre-departure test and then they will be required to quarantine for 5 days with a test at the end of that 5 days. That's what's being proposed. You've put that in your statement. Is that qualified support for that? You might just give us context so that we reach a point at Christmas time that people can fly home.
So what we were doing is working through the process to enable the implementation of the decision the government's made about how we're going to adopt this European-wide arrangement. And ultimately the way we operate it will address the question of the risks that pertain to travel at any point in time. And so we're working through that at the moment, exactly what the testing and arrangements might be at both orange and red, and to the extent that we can rely on the arrangements that are in place in terms of quarantine, which at the moment is essentially a recommendation to an individual to quarantine themselves. And
for 14 days.
Will that give us enough assurance in relation to the risk of travel that arises at a point in time? It'll also then be a function of where other countries are in terms of the disease, and if it's in a European context, what colour they are at a point in time. If I was to guess, I think there probably won't be many countries on green by the time we're talking about Christmas flights.
We're
just
really
the way things are going.
about orange and red.
We are. I think we're really, and I think it'll be difficult for very many countries to be anything other than red at that point in time. I think just looking at the situation
in the European context,
in the European
and
in the European
American context,
and in the North American context. Okay. And these are obviously the parts of the world where
So it's the practical measures here. How can we get to a point where NEFIT will give the green light to government to allow to inform government decision that, assuming we get control over the virus and assuming there's some control at European level and moral level, that people will be able to book flights on Ryanair and Aer Lingus and other airlines to fly home at Christmas time?
We'll continue to assess the evidence and provide our advice, and then I'm not avoiding.
You're not ruling it out.
Pardon me?
You're not ruling it out.
I'm not ruling anything out. I know where we are at the moment and what progress has to be made. Obviously, today is not the day in which people are going to be. But like our advice will be in two directions. We'll have advice, obviously, to government at a point in time based on our assessment of the disease, both in this country, internationally, and the risks that might arise in terms of travel.
When will that be?
This is work we're doing right at the moment, and we'll continue to do that.